Okay, we're live. The last video, or the prior video to this one in this series about this Telecomet Japanese terminal, was not very fun to watch, so please feel free to skip large parts of it. Basically, it was me dealing with the last part of mapping, the letters on the keyboard to the so that the firmware could record those, and so that when I plug it in, it looks like a keyboard to my MacBook. Again, DMA did an awesome job with the hardware. He did an awesome job with CommonSense, the flight controller app. Once I figured it out, I was having trouble saving my settings, and so I needed to find the right menu choice that burned it into the EEPROM, and then things have been much better since. Oh, actually, I was gonna do one more thing. iTunes. Okay, so yeah, what I was going to show you is actually I've been using it for the last hour, loving it. It's typing really great. What I did was I mapped this one to command on the Mac, and this one's for control. So typically, once I plug it in, this will change active apps, and then if I'm within an app like VS Code, I can change windows in the app by control tabbing. So yeah, you have to ignore a lot of this stuff. So this is actually the tab key, just like it was, even though it says control, and this one says tab, but it's the command key. I double mapped these to be backspace because when I was going across on a normal keyboard, it would have ended up here, but I found myself hitting this one a lot. So not sure what happened up there, what's supposed to be there, but it's almost like there's one too many characters or two. What else? Oh, let's see, DMA lit up, had the lights working, so let me get it plugged in. Okay, so first I was gonna try to show you guys, so I'm plugging it in right now. I was gonna show you the keyboard system preferences keyboard, but again, it had a pop-up in it that actually shows which keyboard's plugged in. I wanted to show you that it says CommonSense for this one, and yeah, so that now this one's working, and I guess one of the things I'll show you is, let's see if I mapped this to the media play pause, toggles play pause, but you hold me. Yeah, I hope that snippet's not enough to get them to take down the video, but so cool. There's your media button, play pause. I did map these to the arrows, so that's my nav cluster. This is home. Actually, I think I did home and end with, these two roll up and roll down. I made home and end. This is my escape key up here. This is actually, this is another one that says escape, but it's actually, tilde or back tick, I think is what it is on a normal keyboard. So I guess I'll be learning more about layouts here as we go, because I just mapped it to what's semi-normal, and like I said, it was usable for the last hour. It came out beautiful, it's clean, everything about it is, I cleaned the case. I had a video that showed Magic Eraser from Mr. Clean. It did a great job cleaning this up. The keycaps, if you can see the bottom of them, the colors are even more gorgeous, but I don't want to risk, damaging them by trying to retrobrite. I heard that doesn't work, so I'm going to leave them as is. If I do one thing, it'll be to fix the shoddy, these are double shot, the clear ones, but then I have another video that showed how random that some of them aren't double shot. So like some of the white paint or whatever it was is completely gone during my cleaning process, ultrasonic cleaner. And I don't know, someone said maybe take a needle and some white paint or whatever. I'll figure that out, and I'll probably do something there. Because it would be nice to read the letters, there's letters on here that just can't be read at this point. What's interesting is the ones with paint, there's, the outline of it's there, so there's a little, you can feel it too, there are indents in there's grooves where the paint goes. So this is like plus and equals, and so there's a pattern there to follow if I was going to paint. So I'll probably experiment with that and see what I can do. But this is it's like space age. I don't know. I wish I could convey it. There's so many trippy things. One is it's sitting so high off the table because the feet. Let's flip this over. You see the feet that high, so that's crazy. Another crazy thing is look at this side thing. It's like meant to lift. You're meant to have these handles, and trying to get this one in the camera without, yeah. So literally you can pick it up by the, it's got handles. It's so crazy. If you wanted to know this cable, if I tugged on this USB cable, it might, you know, nothing's anchoring the controller down in there. I gotta think about whether I do want to anchor it, but regardless, DMA had a good suggestion to put a loop through and then bolt it down so that if you pull it, just the loop will come tight, but it won't pull the part that connects to the controller. And so turns out the big fat cable that came with it, which I have right here, at the bottom, in the bottom part of the case, there was already a basically an anchor down, anchor that big thing to the bottom of the keyboard, probably for the same reason, so you wouldn't pull it out, this big hole in the back where the cable comes out. So what was I going to say? So I used that same loop, I used that same anchor down part, but I looped my smaller USB cable through it, and it fit, two times the coil of that fit in there where the one big fat one from the past used to fit. So it serves its purpose, and I don't have to do anything special yet for that, so I'm pretty excited about that. The only thing left right now is actually the stabilizer for the spacebar. So you can see it's just it's not present. It's actually right here. So as usual, I broke. I think I did. I can't remember actually, but that's the most brittle parts when I take these keyboards apart. Is the little tiny piece that usually the stabilizers are anchored to the. They're in a little tiny clamp that, I don't know, less than a millimeter that usually they snap into. Well, that part tends to break off of all the things on the keyboard 30 years later. That single point of failure seems to be the worst problem always. I think it just snapped in there, supposed to, and then it tilts at an angle, and basically it tilts into these holes. So like, and these bars slide into, there's a couple spots down here where it's, yeah, you can see what it used to be, and you can see the broken off where it used to probably snap in there. But so I got to think of a MacGyver scenario for that. I was looking up eyelets on the internet, seeing if I could glue some eyelets on both sides and have the bar go through it. I'd probably thread the bar first and then glue the eyelets down if they have a tab vertically, and so the eyelet would it would pass through the eyelets. But that I wasn't too happy with. But then I thought, what has a lot of eyelets is basically the through holes on a circuit board. So for my MacGyver attempt, I'll probably go to the local shop in town that has some free, old PCBs. Sorry about that. But basically, so I'm going to try to, then I could maybe cut a chunk of PCB out with a through hole, and that's what I'll glue vertically, and that would be my first attempt, is some super glue in that. I don't have any other ideas really, but it's because it's not fun the way it is right now, the space bar anyways. But I just, like I said, I typed for an hour, and it was doable. I think I must hit it. I think when I don't normally hit it out here. When I hit spacebar, I hit it right here. So turns out that works fine for me. The only other thing I wanted to do is maybe research, how cool would it be if I had a cable for this thing that matched the colors on here. Like if I don't know what the rules are for making custom cables, but maybe an aviator plug, and if I could get it with like this yellow and this green color and this brown color and this, get the varieties of the colors and somehow involve that in the custom cable. That's like end game for me, so I'll probably look into it, but I don't even know how many colors or whether you can even decide colors, but that's probably next. Yeah, this thing's a beautiful beast. It looks like this came out of the Jetsons. It's so weird that it's elevated like an inch. I could my hands slide underneath it because of those big old feet. It's so portable. I can pick it up with the grooves on this. It's just so strange. The keyboard, I love it. The switches feel, good. They're ITW magnetic valve, and DMA. Huge props to DMA again for what he did with CommonSense, and the fact that he lives here near me, and he offered to make this work for me, and he did. He did all that work, gave up a lot of hours of his time. What a great guy. I'm so thankful that this thing's working, and it's a display piece that I can show off for a lot of years to come. So the paint and the cable and the stabilizer, those are the three remaining pieces, but it's ready for show. Like I said, I can use it and type. I'm gonna probably try some extended typing on it, like all day and stuff like that, and maybe take it to work as a showpiece to show off. And the paint I'm sad about, because like this is a wonderful key. It says XMIT enter. So XMIT on the top and enter is 2 lines. Who doesn't want a sweet XMIT key going? It's just wonderful. I couldn't be more happy. So long journey, cleaned up real well, and I can use it to type on my MacBook Pro. It's plugged in right now, and I've been typing on it for an hour. I hope all my projects have good success like this. But like I said, mostly it's due to DMA. So huge props to DMA. So thankful that he did the hard part in the middle there. And I'm looking forward to enjoying it. Thanks a lot.